But here's what you could do. You could gamify it and say, if you would create stuff that maybe I might run in the game, help me with a bit of prep, send it my way. So we do this in week-long increments. So by Tuesday, before game day, send me everything you've created. I'll kind of look it over. And if any of it gets used in the session, you're going to get the in-game reward, right? So it's not even like there's one winner. Everyone whose stuff gets used. And guess what? They might send you such awesome stuff that could save you so much prep time. I mean, they might send you awesome monster ideas, awesome NPC ideas, maybe even, maybe they create maps for you that you could use, whatever it is, whatever they like to create. If you have a very creative group of players, you may be able to leverage this to help you reduce prep time, increase excitement and in-game buy-in from them. And that could be a really, really awesome synergy between you and your players. Now, hello friends, welcome back to GM Philosophy in the Morning. I'm the GM Philosopher. The purpose of this channel is to empower game masters to run better games. I've been running games for over 24 years. I am a full-time professional D&D game master and TTRPG content creator. I am the author of the Paid GMs Guidebook, How to Turn Your Passion for Running TTRPGs into a profitable side hustle, or even like I have done, a full-time income. This is basically the book where I outlined how I went from running 0 paid games at the beginning of my pro games journey to running 5 full games and then taking the business full time, how to build a profitable business that actually works in the pro GM space. You can grab that, links in the description. Okay, guys, we need to talk about how you can sometimes get help from your players to design things and create things. Now, I was talking about this with another game master not too long ago, and we were basically talking about how it can sometimes be very labor intensive to have a more open world or sandbox type world where players can, go around and do anything, make very spontaneous choices, even going way off the beaten path, and how this kind of game can be a little more labor intensive to prep for, right? Now, there was some talk about this, and basically the players had said to this game master, we would help you make stuff. And then, they were basically bouncing around some ideas for how to make this happen. And we ended up, this conversation actually happened in our pro game masters guild. We actually bounced around some ideas for how game masters could maybe leverage player help, players being willing to help create things, but then you can't give away all of the, basically the running the games part of it. Players can't really be co-game masters, really. The game master still has to run the game, still has to control the monsters, still has to kind of know what's behind the door, what's behind the veil. However, all of that prep work can be labor intensive. So what can you do if you have players who are willing to help you create things? So here's the solution that I proposed, and I think it's actually a really fun solution and a good solution. If you have players who love to create things, who enjoy making things, who are even interested and willing to, create things for you to use in the game, then what you can do is you can say to them, hey, so-and-so, if you would like to create stuff for the game, you could create it, maybe get some images together, get stat blocks together, if it's some kind of plot arc, get it, together, whatever it is, maybe a location, whatever it is, just put together as many things as you'd like and send them to me. And then I might use them in a game. And in fact, you could even gamify this a little bit. You could even say to all of your players at some point, so I'm going to launch a little contest. Now, this is not a requirement. You do not have to participate. However, if you end up creating something that I end up using in my games, you're going to get a little extra something. Like maybe they get some extra XP, or maybe they get an in-game reward, like a magic item, or maybe they definitely might get heroic inspiration, but maybe they get several kind of bardic inspiration type rolls that they can use. They can't use them all on the same rolls, but they could spread them out. Maybe they get 8 of these if they submit stuff that you end up using, whatever, right? Just different rewards. But honestly, it's not even about the prize, because a lot of players do enjoy creating things. But here's what you could do. You could gamify it and say, if you would create stuff that maybe I might run in the game, help me with a bit of prep, send it my way. So we do this in week-long increments. So by Tuesday, before game day, send me everything you've created. I'll kind of look it over. And if any of it gets used in the session, you're going to get the in-game reward, right? So it's not even like there's one winner. Everyone whose stuff gets used. And guess what? They might send you such awesome stuff that could save you so much prep time. I mean, they might send you awesome monster ideas, awesome NPC ideas, maybe even, maybe they create maps for you that you could use, whatever it is, whatever they like to create. If you have a very creative group of players, you may be able to leverage this to help you reduce prep time, increase excitement and in-game like buy-in from them. And that could be a really, really awesome synergy between you and your players. Now, this isn't going to work with every group. Some groups do not like to create like this, but some groups actually and do enjoy doing this. So boom, there you go. This could also create a little extra buy-in for them in the sense that like they may be even more excited for every session, hoping to see the stuff they create. And guess what? If you use the stuff they create, it actually may create more buy-in for them in the sense that that's going to excite them and it's going to add more emotional buy-in from them to the game because there's just more stuff they care about. That's a big win to a creative person to see their thing used and enjoyed by others. That could be a win-win for your game, help your table to just have way more glue, way more content, keeping the team together, keeping everyone excited about what's coming up next, right? So anyway, I actually might give this a try. I've not done this before, but actually it's such a good idea that I may even try it. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you are interested in giving this a try. And friends, that's it for this one. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of GM Philosophy in the Morning. Empowering Game Masters to run better games is the goal. Roll some D100s for me at your next game, friends. And I will see you on the next one.